Hi, it's me, Julie Conrad, intuitive healer and teacher, coming to you today for the energy of curiosity. Now, you might think, why? Why would I need curiosity as an alignment? But I think curiosity is the way out. It's the way out of being stuck in the story in our head and getting clear on what is really the truth. So we have to be curious about life, about other people, about their story, about what's happening inside of us, to question the beliefs that we've always had. Curiosity, always the way out for me. So why not align to kind of that frequency of curiosity? As always, I'm going to Reiki infuse this alignment and I hope that it helps you feel amazing. So sit back, relax. This won't take very long, but it will change your day. Take a big deep breath and we're going to let go of, the first thing is addiction to anxiety. Yeah, let's see what I get intuitively. So take a big deep breath. You can just let your eyes close, sink into this present moment, letting go of addiction to anxiety. And, what comes to me is if we're addicted to this frequency of anxiety, which really our brain is interpreting excitement as anxiety, then we're not being curious about how can we change it? Why are we anxious? Like, can we get curious and break the cycle that is limiting us? My first question I ask myself when I feel anxious or feel panic coming on is, what lie have I told myself? What lie am I believing? What story did I make up that I don't have any facts on? And I try to get clear on that. Now, if you're having a panic attack, obviously you need your nervous system reset and you should always seek help. I'm not saying to ignore that, but when I feel that frequency of anxiety starting to build, oftentimes I just ask myself, I get real curious. Why? What lie? And is there a story that you made up that's really not the truth? Or you don't know really the truth. I've just made up that people feel or think a certain thing about me and it makes me anxious. Not really might not be the reality for them. So you can try that technique of being curious. And we're going to let go of the feeling of lack of control. I feel like I let this go in every one of my alignments. And I think it's just because as humans, we just want control over things that really we can't control. And with that, we're going to let go of frustration. So take a nice big breath, letting go of trapped feelings of frustration and lack of control. Let it go. And maybe we can try to align more to curiosity as we do. Being curious as to why we want control over that, or curious as to what we have control over that could change the shape of our day or our attitude or our mindset. There it goes. Good job. And now we're going to the earth element and we're going to work on our thyroid. That's kind of interesting. Thyroid controls metabolism. It's one of our endocrines, sits in the throat. What I hear is you have to be curious enough to ask the question, which is the throat, right? So speech. And now with that, diaphragm thoracic inlet. So diaphragm thoracic inlet, this is a joint pair. If one's out, the other's out. It kind of prevents us from taking in life fully. If you think the lungs sit between this space. So I'm going to hold thyroid and diaphragm, big breaths. Really exaggerate your breath into your diaphragm. Letting this joint pair drop into place, jazzing up your thyroid so you can ask the curious questions, be bold, be brave, be curious. It will change your life. The more I'm curious, the less I'm like addicted to anxiety, the less I'm stuck in the story in my head, the better my communication gets, right? Because I have to be curious to ask the question rather than just make it up. There, good job. Let's see here. Now we're going to, what is that? Nervousness. Let's release nervousness so that we can be less nervous about asking somebody or ourselves about being curious, right? Because it can be uncomfortable to be curious. People might be like, why are you asking me that? Well, because I want to know, right? Kids are great at this, right? They're so curious, and somewhere along the line, we get shut down. We get told it's improper to ask that, or, be quiet, or there's a myriad of things we're told. So we're going to just try to open that back up. Children love to ask why. And as parents, we're like, stop asking me why. because we don't know. We stop being curious or we're tired of answering. So we're going to work on our gallbladder. Yes, hello, gallbladder. On the right side, holding that space. It's overanalyzing, overthinking, staying all wound up in here. In charge of planning. So giving our gallbladder some nice big love, along with dumping and clearing nervousness so that we can be more curious, so we can be more the creators. Yeah, feels good. Now, let's see, we're headed to Earth element, and we're going to work on our vagus nerve. So vagus nerve comes down from the brain and hooks into every endocrine, every part of your body. Polyvagal theory is big right now. Let's just reset that vagus nerve. Really come out of fight or flight into rest and healing mode, into rest and digest, so that fear's not running the show, so that we can lean into being curious. Quieting the body here, reconnecting into the mind in a really more useful way here. Optimal function of that vagus nerve between mind and body communication here, smoothing out those neural pathways. Feeling good to be human. Good. You can just take one more big breath like that. And I'm getting that's what we most need today. So as you line with curiosity, think about an area of your life you need to get curious about and ask some hard questions or easy ones. Maybe you need to have a conversation where you're just curious and just start off. I'm curious to know. My favorite way to start a conversation is, the story I made up is, can you tell me what your version is? No one ever feels defensive when we start that way. So give it a try. Tell me how it goes in the comments. Tell me what you're getting curious about. Share this with someone else that you love, that you think would enjoy it. And let me know if there's anything you'd like me to record in the upcoming weeks. I'm happy to record an energy alignment special for you. Thanks for watching. Be well.